everyone. Today we're up here in the woods and I'm going to be talking about charred Amadou for flint and steel firelighting. And Amadou is basically part of horseshoe fungus, which many of you know of, which grows mostly on birch trees here in the eastern woodlands. And a lot of people like to use it for fire starting. And what we're going to be using is basically a thin layer on top of the fungus called Amadou, which in some cultures has been used for clothing, and here in the eastern woodlands it was used for fire lighting. So that's what we're going to be talking about today. I'm going to be showing you one of the techniques for preparing it, and that's just simply charring it, and we'll get started. So the first thing you want to do is get yourself some horseshoe fungus and a knife. And horseshoe fungus, like I said, here in the eastern woodlands generally grows on birch trees. Down south, sometimes they'll grow on American beechwood trees. They also grow on different trees up here where I live, like maple trees, and I've seen them on quaking aspen trees as well. But anyway, you get yourself one of these, and you see I've already started working on this. And what you're going to do is basically take your knife and just start scraping off the outer shell. And you see, once I take off the outer shell, there's this light brown substance under here, and it's a thin layer, and it kind of covers the rest of the mushroom, or the fungus, which is hard. And that thin layer is Amadou, and you're just going to take your knife and start to peel it off. And this is a small tinder fungus, but what you're going to get is this piece right here, and then you can char it. So there's a little piece of Amadou. Okay, so after you've taken your tinder fungus and processed out the Amadou, you can make yourself a little fire and char it. And you're just going to char it just like punk wood. And you see I have a bigger piece right here that I processed off a bigger piece of tinder fungus, which, you know, these are kind of the ideal pieces that you're going to want, because they are going to shrink down a little bit after you char them. Not a whole lot, but they will shrink down a little bit. So the bigger the piece, the better. So you're just going to take it, throw it right on there, and you can watch it with a stick. You know, you can kind of flip it over when you see the other side gets kind of charred. Just like this. And it's a lot more durable than punk wood. You know, it's not going to really fall apart on you. So I'll get back to you when it's done. So now, just like punk wood, I'm going to take it off and put it here in my tin. Seal it off. And just let it die off, and then it's done. That's it. I like this better. Like I said, there's a second way to process it, which is actually a really nice way to do it. It takes a lot more time, so it's not really something you want to do on the trail. But they boil it in water and some ash for about an hour, and then pound it with, like, say, a pole of an axe to soften it, and it will dry and be soft, and it will catch a spark that way. And that's how they used to do it as well, to make clothing out of it, like hats and even breeches. So it's really cool stuff. But I generally, like I said, just like to char it because it's fast. You can do it right on the trail. You know, if you find one on a tree, take it off, process the Amadou off of it, and char it in your fire. So, alright, so here you go. Charred Amadou. It's really, really good stuff. See if it catches a spark. See that? There you go. And you can use like a piece like that big. I usually will probably break in half, and yeah, it doesn't take a lot. So, well, thank you all for watching today for this quick video on charring Amadou. Like I said, I really like it. It's my favorite char by far for flint and steel fire lighting, and it's really easy to char, and it won't fall apart on you like punk wood a lot of times will if it's not really secure. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.